Welcome back. It is Eric, the Big E Arnold here in the secondary studio. It is the wee hours of the morning on Saturday, the 17th of April. And we're here to recap Friday. We got 5 picks for you for this upcoming Saturday slate of MLB baseball games. So, Friday, pretty good day. We had a pretty good day. Should have been a fantastic day. We had one game go against us. The last game, that Astros Mariners game, slid away from us there in the latter innings. But other than that, pretty good game or day. So I calculated the Big E. Bounce the camera around here as I try to get comfortable. Put the Big E-o-meter up here. The good news is we're kicking our ass with our top picks. And that was again Friday night. The bad news is that our, kind of throw-in picks, which is frankly the majority of stuff we're picking, they suck. So we're slightly below 500, but I don't know, maybe we just need to sharpen up a little bit here and maybe get a little more selective. I am kind of thinking that these 1-star picks might sharpen up a little bit as we get a little further into the season. I don't know why I said that, because I have no justification for saying that. That's just me being a dumb optimist for no reason. But, yeah, I'm satisfied with where we're at here. Like I said, the top plays are, kicking ass. Here's what we did tonight. Whoops, that's wrong. Here we are. It's one of our top fans, Pittsburgh Louie. I've been looking to see where our opinions converge, because I want to, Range, I've always asked you this. Our friends over at Comparison Capper Picks, did I get that right? I often mix that as Comparison Cap. It's either Capper, that's not right. Capper Comparison Picks, I think. Or Comparison Capper Picks, something like that. I've got it backwards. One of those is wrong, but at any rate, our friend Ranj, R-A-N-J, he, I think right now he's focusing on the UFC, which, you got me there. I don't follow the UFC. I don't. I wouldn't have any idea which guy's going to knock out which other guy. I just don't know. I have no idea, and I have no knowledge of mixed martial arts. Any rate, he scours the internet, finds the guys that make predictions like me, and then he matches them all together. Well, I've always wondered, if there's a consensus, wouldn't that kind of make sense? That the consensus would then, if a bunch of experts agree on something, then wouldn't that tend to be right more often than wrong? Or does it not work that way? And part of me says it should work, and then part of me says that would never work. It just, you just have everybody's wrong together. Like at one point in time, all the experts in the world thought the world was flat. And then you had 1 or 2 heretics over here, like I guess Galileo and Columbus, going, "You guys are idiots. The world is definitely not flat. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I mean, you have a freaking, matchbook flying through space. How does the, sun shine on this thing? How does it rotate? It doesn't make any sense." So, so I don't know. But yeah, back to Pittsburgh Louie. So we had both had Atlanta. That's there at the top. That was a winner. Nice. He liked Pittsburgh. That was a nice winner for us. And then he was going to be with us on Toronto, and that game got rained out. These cancellations, April sucks. Like, did you see the weather in Denver today? You know, that game got canceled. They had like a foot of snow out there. Let's get to some nice weather. Be done with this winter. At any rate, what else do we have here? We screwed up there with the Nationals. That was the first time all year we've got bitten on the run line. You know, we've been pretty successful avoiding some big losses by going cheap on the run line, which means you got to win by 2. You know, so you pay a much cheaper price. So if you get beat outright, you don't get hurt so bad. Well, the downside of that is what happened tonight, where our pitcher goes out and throws his ass off and, you know, is just the best version of Max Scherzer. And we lose because the stinking Nationals couldn't hit Tim Widener or whatever the hell his name is. So, you know, yay Nationals, we lose. Orioles, they picked tonight of all nights to pitch, and we lose that one. But then the Pirates, nice win there. That was the one that made the night. And then the A's, that was our top play. That really made the night as they come through 3-0 there. And then we could have had a fantastic night. The Astros had a lead late in that game. They were up by, a couple runs, and they just couldn't hold it. So, you know, it was a good night. Could have been fantastic. It was a good night. So like I said, I showed you the big E-meter earlier. We're kicking ass on our top plays. The one-star games are breaking our back right now. This game finally over. I've got the Dodgers Padres Marathon Odyssey on here. I guess it just ended. Nice 5-hour game there. They had a bunch of guys. They don't charge the mound anymore. It's like, I guess at some point there's going to be some real fights. It just will happen at some point, I hope. I mean, you know, right now people come out, they just stand around and gesture angrily at each other. But the kid got hit in the 9th or 10th inning, just drilled right in the thigh. Wham! And so he gets mad. And I don't think that's against the unwritten rules of baseball. I mean, I don't think the pitcher was trying to hit him because the winning run was on third base. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense. You throw a wild pitch there, the game's over. So he certainly wasn't trying to hit the kid, but so he's mad. I mean, that hurts. Yeah, I don't have a problem with him saying, fuck you. That hurt. So, but nothing happened, you know, and I don't think I think the umpires handled it correctly. I'm sure everybody involved in this game will get a 5-game suspension from Rob. I'm an idiot, Manfred. But, all right, let's get to Saturday. Let's see. Well, we're going to come back with the Braves again. Why not? Basically, it's the exact same reasoning that we had today. We think the Braves are undervalued at the moment. Still think that's the top team in the National League. Still think they're the second best team behind the Dodgers. The Cubs, I think that Cub team has real trouble. that has a feel of a team that might go up the track. You know, if one of their producers, one of their stars gets, you know what, it just occurred to me what this team could be. You know, this team could be the 2012 version of the Philadelphia Phillies. And you're saying, what's that? The Phillies, their golden era was from, let's say, 2007 to 2011. Probably the highest winning percentage in history. It'd be close because, you know, you'd have to compare them to the Mike Schmidt, Steve Carlton, Greg Lazinski Phillies, but that 07 to 2011 stretch, the Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Cole Hamels, Ryan Howard Phillies were excellent. Won a championship made another World Series, which they lost. But then, you know, it just was over sooner than anybody had any right to expect. It was just, they went from winning 100 games in 2011, and then in 2012, they just could not get out of their own way. I think they finished below 500, and it was shocking to everybody in the Delaware Valley. It was like, what happened to our heroes? And they just got old, and I think that's what might already for the Cubs. I mean, these guys are still, I think, on the good side of 30, but you know, sometimes that's what happens, and you know, it may already be happening with the Cubs. You know, nobody's hitting the ball out there. You know, they seem to get pretty good pitching, but just nobody is hitting the ball in that team. Anyway, that's a long way of saying we're taking the Braves. Cardinals, Phillies. You know, Phillies, this is not my favorite edition of the Phillies, that's for sure. But they seem to play well at home. You know, I don't think they played that great tonight, and they won easily. They just seem to have a way of doing little things they don't do on the road. You know, they make contact, more contact at home. More contact equals more blue pits or little dinkers or dunkers that find a hole instead of 15 strikeouts in a game like they were doing on the road. So, yeah, I think you're getting even money here. I think that's a safe, an okay place to be. We'll take a shot with the Phillies. Top play the Athletics again. You got to go with the A's again. They're red hot. They're red hot. Same reasoning applies as did yesterday. Tigers in a strange environment. They don't play in Oakland very often. They certainly didn't hit the ball very well tonight. They got shut out. Yeah, we think that the A's are going to come right back and beat them again. So that's our top play. Now this one, this is a hunch play. This is just a complete hunch play. You know, the model just doesn't have a lot to say about this Rockies-Mets matchup, but I tell you what, I like the Rockies. This feels good in that, you know, here you're getting, the Rockies have their, quote, ace on the mound. The Mets have not played particularly well in Colorado over their history. A lot of teams don't play particularly well in Colorado. See previous argument about the Athletics. It's a weird place. It's just that Rockies have an advantage there. They just are used to playing in this weird stadium that really has no equivalent, you know. The thin air, the huge outfield. I said the thin air, didn't I? Right. Okay. So they have an advantage there. The Rockies look like shit, or at least the record does. Why? Well, they played the Dodgers 8 times. You'd look like shit too if you had to play the Dodgers 8 times. So, you know, they got a bad record, but I don't think they're that bad. They got their ace going, this Marquez. He's basically a pay assist for their best pitcher. And the Mets, whatever good baseball they were playing, I think has now rubbed off in that they've been sitting around hotel lobbies and airports for the last, 2 days watching it snow. So, you know, I think it's a good place where the Rockies have been reset off of their losing to the Dodgers, and now they're happy to play somebody they could actually beat. And the Mets, whatever good baseball they were playing against the Phillies, that's been rubbed off in hotel rooms. So I like the Rockies here. I think is a good spot for them. And then lastly, we got the Marlins, and I don't have nearly as much of an explanation as why I like the Marlins. I just, that was the model saying, hey, yeah, look at this one. So, you know, top plays the A's, definitely the A's. I like that Rockies game too. I actually feel, and probably the Braves, those are the games I feel pretty good about. You know, Phillies, Marlins round out the day. Your mileage may vary. So that's what we got for you. Very good. Thanks for being here. appreciate anyone that's following baseball, or more or less following this channel. Uh, I like baseball. I mean, it's sad to me that it's not a more popular sport than it is. I think back to the old days when everybody followed baseball. When I was a child, that was it. Baseball was the thing, and it's just not that way anymore. And it's one of those. I don't want to be a sad old man, but that's a little bit disappointing to me. So, at any rate, thanks for being here. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. That will say hello to you. And we'll see you. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. I don't see why not. We'll see you tomorrow. Signing off.